Hi, I'm Erica, a mom, wife, and caregiver. I have been through the highs and lows of having a child with a medically complex background and special needs, all caused by epilepsy. I'm here to let you know you're not alone. There are so many resources out there, and that you too can and will come out on the other side stronger and more resilient than you ever imagined. It's not always easy, but I'm here for you. Welcome to the Parenting Epilepsy and Special Needs podcast. Welcome back. Today, I wanted to talk about the topic of when motherhood introduced me to a new kind of love. Valentine's Day was just a few days ago, and it got me thinking how love isn't really just celebrated one day of the year. I think a lot of people know that. But I personally, I don't know. I like Valentine's Day, but I also feel it's not the only day that I show or acknowledge or do things for the people I love. That's just me. But, anyways, so it got me thinking about redefining love when you're raising a child with epilepsy and special needs. And as I mentioned, Valentine's Day isn't just about romantic love, it's about the everyday, unseen love that shows up in hospital rooms, sleepless nights, advocacy, and choosing to stay soft and patient in a very hard season. So, what if love isn't just about what's celebrated, but how we show it each day as we live? It's about every day, the actions that we take to show those who we care about and love what our love for them really means. So, when looking at the love for our children, it can look different for some of us than how we originally thought it might look. Love can look like learning the new medical language. Love can look like staying calm in emergencies. Love is letting go of the picture perfect version of motherhood. And love is also choosing patience on the hardest days. This journey didn't take away love, it transformed it and it made it stronger. I mean, I can't even fathom how I love my daughter. I love all of my daughters very much, but the the person that my youngest daughter is, because she has special needs, I don't not love her any less. In fact, I probably love her more for who she is because I'm so proud of how resilient and how strong she is. So, let's talk more about the invisible love related to our children's with epilepsy and special needs that no one sees. So there is the love that takes place every single day that not many people see. Caring for my daughter through every aspect of her life, from clothing to bathing to helping her in the bathroom, assisting with meals, medications, and so much more. Taking her to therapy, doctor's appointments, and ensuring that she is getting the care that she needs while having the best quality of life possible. To even the simple things, such as styling her hair with a flat iron in the morning and teaching her how to use body spray or lotion to feel more like a typical middle school aged girl, to the middle of the night monitorings and checking in on her to make sure she's asleep and doing okay. And then there's rescheduling life around seizures, to checking in with her school team to ensure that they have the knowledge and guidance as they work with her on her academics and her various therapies across her day to help her be the best that she can be, while also questioning her goals at school, her services, and accommodations when improvements are needed, and loving her fiercely while carrying fear and the oh so many questions of what the future holds. But there's also the area of love for ourselves. And I've talked a lot about this in past episodes, but I don't want to overlook this specific love because it's very important. And if we love ourselves, we're better for our children. So, having rest, exercise, and connection with family and friends as an act of love towards ourselves. I know I used to be the type of person who could stay up late and wake up early. That is no longer the case. I need my rest and I accept that. I also acknowledge that I'm a better mom, wife, and human when I incorporate movement into my life, whether it's a quick workout or a walk. This is an important part of my daily routine at this stage of life. And then there's saying no without guilt if I have a commitment that doesn't work for me, or I'm invited to take something new on that I know doesn't fit into my schedule, my goals, and my values, or just isn't something that I can take on during this season of life. I am perfectly okay with saying no and not feeling guilty about it. It is okay to do this. And this is such an important practice to incorporate when life is busy and full of ups and downs and unknowns. Letting yourself be cared for. This one can be difficult for me, and I know it's difficult for a lot of us, but it is okay to let yourself be cared for, whether it's someone making a meal for your family during a difficult season, taking care of yourself when you are ill or sick, to attend therapy so that you can be in a positive mental state of mind. This is okay. And then releasing comparison. All I am going to say is that this is a normal part of life, but if you get into a habit of redirecting yourself to focus on your goals, life, and what matters the most to you, I promise you, you will be much happier and grateful for all the gifts that you have been given. Not just anyone can do what you do. Remember that. You are amazing. And last, but certainly not least, love in your relationship. Partnerships can change under stress. My husband and I noticed that these types of major life changes, such as having a child with a complex medical condition and special needs, will either make you or break you. And let me first say, it is not easy. It puts a ton of pressure and strain on a relationship, but what matters is that you both care, you both communicate, you both still show each other love even in the hardest moments, and that you both listen and honor each other's feelings and emotions. When there are major events taking place, it helps to talk through everything that's going on with each other and listen. I know for me, sometimes I see things differently and have different concerns than my spouse. There are moments that will test you. And if you remember that you have each other's back, you will come out stronger on the other side. The other area I wanted to touch on was creating moments to connect that may look different than they did in the past. My husband and I occasionally would go out on date nights, but with our busy life, a date night can sometimes be challenging. So, what we started doing a few years ago was lunch dates. And it's been a really fun way to take a break from work, kids, and the daily grind and to just talk and enjoy one on one time together. Another area to focus on is love as teamwork. We constantly, my husband and I, remind each other that we are a team, we have our backs, and we have our roles in our household, and we do our life in the best way that works for us. We each contribute towards our family and household in different ways to make the partnership work in the best way that we can. Strong love doesn't always look romantic, but it can look resilient. So, in closing, as I always say, thank you so much for being here and for listening. I am so proud of you, and I'm here for you. And I know that you are doing the best that you can with everything on your plate. So until next time, stay strong, believe in yourself. You're an amazing mama, and your child is lucky to have you. Please share this with someone who could benefit from hearing today's episode. Don't forget to write a review or rate this episode. It means the world to me and helps get this show out to others who need this information. You can also follow me on Instagram at parenting epilepsy underscore special needs. We'll see you on the next episode.